When we talk about the artificial intelligence boom, the conversation usually revolves around software, but algorithms require a massive physical footprint. To store the sheer volume of data being generated right now requires sprawling, power-hungry infrastructure. SanDisk Corporation builds the physical memory and storage chips that hold that data together. They are the tangible hardware foundation of the cloud. Look at this sequential revenue leap, up 97% to nearly $6 billion. Gross margins expanded to 78.4%. Management credits a shift toward data center clients, growing 233%. Their new business model agreements lock in multi-year commitments, creating durable earnings. While the numbers look impeccable on the surface, the underlying mechanics show SanDisk taking on extreme, highly leveraged risks to engineer this growth. Which raises a critical question. Is this turnaround a permanent evolution into an enterprise storage monopoly, or a fragile house of cards held together entirely by short-term contractual leverage? The primary driver behind that nearly $6 billion revenue print is raw pricing power. SanDisk forced a violent 63% surge in the price they charge per gigabyte. The demand from massive tech monopolies is so aggressive that SanDisk actually cut their material costs by $35 million. They achieved this by completely stopping the distribution of free qualification units. Hyperscalers are now paying SanDisk just for the privilege of testing their hardware. This diagram breaks down SanDisk's balance sheet to show how new business model agreements function. Cash flows directly into contract liabilities, spiking to $511 million. These are customer advances, tech giants handing SanDisk zero-cost financing to guarantee their manufacturing place. By leveraging their current pricing power, SanDisk has effectively forced the world's most profitable tech companies into the role of an interest-free bank. They are deploying this extracted cash aggressively. SanDisk recently extended their Flash Ventures agreement with Kioxia through 2034. But the filings show SanDisk is actually making prepayments toward Kioxia's future building depreciation. They are subsidizing a partner's physical infrastructure out of their own operating cash flow to ensure that capacity is locked down and cannot be auctioned off to a rival. Back at home, they use their cash on hand to completely extinguish their remaining term loan facility. They absorbed a $46 million unamortized cost write-off just to ensure the interest expense drag is dead. The board authorized a $6 billion share repurchase program, vacuuming up equity to construct a mathematical floor underneath the stock. But while projecting confidence, insiders are heading for the exits, initiating 10b5-1 sales plans and dumping stock at this engineered peak. This combination of cornered supply, rapidly eliminated corporate debt, and engineered stock support has created a closed loop designed specifically to facilitate insider exits. But this heavily engineered corporate structure contains a significant vulnerability. Buried in their long-term agreements is a hidden margin bomb. This diagram illustrates the structure of their new business model agreements. To force hyperscalers to commit to massive volume, SanDisk had to issue financial guarantees to protect the customer. That guarantee acts as a load-bearing pillar for the entire operation. Here is the kill switch. Management has acknowledged an upcoming transition to newer nodes. Manufacturing yield issues would trigger contractual damages, meaning SanDisk would lose the expected revenue and owe immediate cash penalties to their customers. This is compounded by external pressures. The filings explicitly flag that any loss of United States tariff exemptions will instantly compress domestic gross margins. On top of that, SanDisk is holding the bag for Western Digital tax positions taken prior to their spinoff, harboring a liability of $253 million for unrecognized tax benefits. If that kill switch is triggered, trading algorithms will instantly price in the contractual damages. The resulting cash outflow would evaporate their free cash flow narrative and force an immediate suspension of that $6 billion buyback program. SanDisk's multi-billion-dollar transformation is a high-wire act built on extreme leverage. If data storage prices normalize, or if they miss a single manufacturing target, the illusion of durable earnings will instantly collapse.